Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your weekly reading for December 2nd through the 9th. Okay. Just want to let you know, for those of you that are interested, for the month of December, I will be doing same day readings on Thursdays. And what a same day reading means is that from the time that you make the request, you'll have your reading in your inbox 3 to 5 hours from the time you make that request. I definitely have to give myself that window because I never know how many requests are going to come in, and but I want to make that available to you guys. Because I know when people have a need or want for a reading, they usually want it pretty quickly, and I understand that. So I'm making that available in December. Thursdays will work. So just putting it out there, okay? All right, so weekly reading. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to start... I'm going to pull 3 cards from my deck. This deck is a prototype. I've already made the revisions to it. I have 2 other decks that I've created as well that you'll start seeing in my readings. And really, guys, I made these for me to use in my readings, just to help bring you additional clarity and, connect the dots sometimes. So that's how I'm using them at this time. All right. So for those of you that have reached out to me with questions, that's where I'm at. All right. So let's see what we get here. So in this deck, we will either get messages from spirit or we'll get messages from your person. All right. All right. Authenticity is the only path to who you were truly meant to be. So when I was shuffling the decks here for you before we started, I saw the Queen of Pentacles come up in this deck, and I saw the Queen of Pentacles come up in this deck. And Queen of Pentacles is all about authenticity. Queen of Pentacles represents you. All right, so there's something here about that for you. All right, and then we have, and this is a message from your person. It was not a mistake or a coincidence that I met you. All right. So this person has an awareness that the fact that the 2 of you met was not by accident. It felt destined. Okay. And then finally, we have a question. You are worthy of exactly what you desire. Do you agree? The do you agree part is what's important, because if you don't agree that you're worthy of exactly what you desire, you're actually pushing it away. So that's what we're working with for your reading here. We'll see how these cards tie in. All right. Okay, so the first row is going to represent you. All right, and the second row is going to represent the person that you're watching the video for, who clearly knows that it was not a coincidence that the 2 of you met. And I was saying in the Sagittarius, look at that, Queen of Pentacles. I was saying in the Sagittarius video how I'm seeing so many links between Capricorn and Sagittarius. It feels like that's been going on for a while. I get a lot of comments about those 2 signs from both sides. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I see Temperance coming out in Capricorn's reading. I see Devil coming out a lot in Sagittarius's reading. You know, I don't know what that's about. I'm a Capricorn. I don't have any specific Sagittarius in my life, but clearly a lot of you do. So I'm interested, you know, to hear your thoughts on that. If you're seeing that out there too, I know that a lot of you watch multiple readers. So I'm curious from my Capricorns. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. All right, so this is you. Okay, so sorry, I don't do reversals in my general readings. I'm just taken aback that the Temperance or Sagittarius card just came out. You know, that's how spirit works, right? All right, so that's just too funny. So Temperance, Sagittarius. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you know, there might be. Temperance is the energy of patience and healing. It's also the card of balance. So, you know, with this card here, you are worthy of exactly what you desire. I feel like that's where the balance, you know, is coming into play. Some of the healing that you might be doing, healing work that you might be doing, could be bringing you into alignment so you can draw that person in. Or, you know, if you're currently in relationship, you know, you might notice that the give and take between the two of you seems to be kind of tempering and, you know, coming together in a more balanced way. Let's see. All right, so they have Three of Pentacles. So this is about, for them, they feel a need to, I feel like they might be coming out of a situation where they felt kind of alone. You know, you see him here, he's working on this pentacle. He's alone, and then you've got the Two Pentacles right there. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and coming together. All right, you could be coming together with a Sagittarius, okay, or a Sagittarius wants to come together with you. But I feel like this person is coming out of a place of feeling very alone for some reason. That's coming to me with that card. Let's see. So we have Two of Pentacles, which is, you know, if this person is feeling alone, we have the Two of Pentacles here, and we have these Two Pentacles right there. He's working on one, but it's like he doesn't know what to do with the other two. So he's juggling these Two Pentacles, these two ideas, these two situations that might be going on in the physical world. You know, this could be about, you know, they might be trying to figure out really what it is that they want to do in life. You know, they might have had a little bit of a midlife crisis or a quarter life crisis, whatever you want to call it. It feels like there is like a change of direction here. But when the Two of Pentacles comes out, it means that this person truly doesn't know which pentacle to pick. He does have a preference. You can see him looking at one of these pentacles, but there's really no decision. This is true indecision, possibly about coming together with you. Temperance next to the Star. I know it bothers some of you that I do general readings um, without reversals. Okay, I do use reversals in personal readings. All right. Um, I don't use them in general readings because, frankly, you really don't need them in general readings because we're not going to the level of specifics that we would in a personal reading. So if you want a reader that uses reversals, there are plenty out there. So hopefully most of you just, accept that. Anyway, so we have the star for you. So I feel like this is very positive for you. Something is balancing out to move you towards your heart's desire, towards your feeling of having what you want. This feels like it could be around you elevating your vibration to bring you closer to what you consider your heart's desire. You might not have felt at a certain point in your life that you deserved everything you want. I feel like that is changing for you. And that's what this card says, right? You are worthy of exactly what you desire, but do you agree? The do you agree part, I feel, is what's showing up here. I feel like you do agree. Justice. All right, so this is big up here for you. I feel like this is a big reading for you. Justice, again, is another card of balance. So you might be balancing something out with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius for that matter. You might be, this is the card of contracts and court cases and marriage and divorce. So there might be something going on around a potential marriage for you or a potential divorce for you or for the person that you're watching the video for. This person has the 9 of Cups, and it's right underneath the Justice for you. I'm sorry, 10 of Cups. Forgive me. So the pentacle that this person is looking at here, I feel like is his 10 of Cups. Complete emotional happiness. Not only that, one step further, it's joy. So the difference there, happiness, I think, is having, the big things in life that you want, where you want to live, the job that you want, the people that you want in your life. That brings overall happiness, right? But joy is, the everyday things like sitting by the fire with your cat, with a little mouse hanging out with you as well. That's joy. If I see a little mouse, it brings me joy. Any animals bring me joy. So that's, I feel like, what this pentacle represents for him. Like, where's my joy? Where's my happiness? Is it in this pentacle? Is it in this pentacle? He's trying to decide. But this is what he ultimately wants. Okay, what is this doing here? All right, so we have the 3 of Swords. So this can mean a couple of things, okay? Obviously, it can mean heartbreak, but because it's so out of place in this reading, we'll clarify it, but it can also mean that you might be making a heart over head decision or a head over heart decision. So, and when we have 2 cards of balance here, you might be trying to balance out your emotion and your logic in order to bring your heart's desire towards you. Like, you might have been overly emotional at one point, or you might have been overly logical at one point, and it needed to balance out when it comes to this connection. This person has the Four of Swords. This feels very lacking of action. I feel like this person is in deep thought because they've got a big decision ultimately to make. And when we look at authenticity is the only path to who you are truly meant to be, you know, one of these pentacles could represent their true authentic self, and the other pentacle could represent what everybody else thinks I should be doing. You know, and that could be why I was picking up on somebody feeling very alone, because sometimes in order to go to your, you know, your true authentic path, you go it alone, unfortunately. But I feel like one of these pentacles brings this 10 of Cups, this joy, and the other might bring happiness, but I don't think it brings joy. And this Four of Swords down here, you know, what is he dreaming of here? Look at, we've got the Knight of Swords up here. This person is thinking about taking fast action after the decision is made. And it's really about going towards this 10 of Cups. Let's get some clarification on a couple of cards here. Three of Swords for you. And you know what? I want to clarify Temperance as well. And then we're going to clarify Two of Pentacles for them and Four of Swords. All right, so we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. And then for the Two of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant. So Five of Wands over here. So a couple things. This could be a Sagittarius that feels like, that you're dealing with, that feels like they have to compete for your affections. Or this could be that you're struggling with, you know, you're in constant conflict to find your balance in this situation. Like one day, you know, you feel very, very positive about the situation. The next day you feel like, you know what, this just isn't working. This isn't happening. You might be going back and forth quite a bit lately. Hierophant, this can be about marriage and commitment or a strong spiritual connection. These Two of Pentacles might represent, you know, one represents a commitment that they might already be in or might already have, and the other represents a spiritual connection that they're considering, that they might consider brings them joy. It could be the reverse too. It could be that this person is looking at, you know, this commitment that they have as being what brings them joy. But I feel like that's what that card is saying there. Three of Swords, clarified by the Six of Cups. So I would say this week you're feeling a little bit nostalgic about who this person is to you. You know, if they haven't been readily in your life, you're feeling that pull, that urge to want to be around them. You're feeling nostalgic. And again, Six of Cups is a soulmate card as well. So, you know, you might just be feeling a little bit down, a little bit heartbroken, possibly about what might have happened in the past. Four of Swords, clarified by the High Priestess. This person is trying to listen to their higher self, their intuition. about, I feel like this is an important row in this particular reading. They're trying to listen to their intuition about which pentacle they want to go with. And it's almost like there's this big pentacle down here. And again, I don't feel like this person has made, an exact decision, but what I do feel is that they're going to make the decision that ultimately brings them joy, that fulfills their heart's desire, which feels like it's you. All right, so let's get some advice from Spirit. Because remember, it was not a mistake or coincidence that I met you. I feel like this is what this person is trying to figure out. What is his authentic path or her authentic path? So what is Spirit's advice? We have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. All right. So lately I've been reading this Eight of Cups as coming full circle, because remember, when somebody is walking away, they're walking towards something, and that's coming full circle. Somebody, you or them, could have in the past walked away from this connection, and it's coming full circle. And that's why I felt like this is an important row, in this deck, which connects your heart's desire with this person's decision-making process. I feel like either one of you walked away at a certain point, or in some way, both of you did. I feel like both of you felt left out in the cold in some way. So I feel like what this is saying, or what Spirit is saying here, is that in order for this to come to fruition, or if it already has, we needed to go through this hard times in order to see the greater good, the greater potential of this connection. It's like it wasn't fully cooked back then, but it's coming full circle. And this was a part of the journey. All right, Capricorn. That felt really long to me. All right. That's what I have for you. You can look for your monthly reading this week as well. Doing 24 of the videos this week. It's going to take me Monday and Tuesday to get them out, but they will all be out on Tuesday. So thanks for your patience on that, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bye-bye.